everybody. Welcome to the Bologna Sandwich Show. We have another fun, wonderful guest, and I'm just so happy to be here and impart my Bologna Sandwich Show knowledge on you. I love squirting my bologna mayonnaise knowledge all over your sandwich and imparting truth to you. It's bologna! Today we have with us a very special guest. His name is Lou Kang, and for some reason he's covering his face. Lou, are you okay?
Hi. I'm okay. I'm just, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if you know this or anything, but like, ICE is out here snatching up brown people, so I'm just, you know.
If you want me to, I can spray paint you white.
I'll just,
You can be in a way white face.
Can I just keep hiding my face?
Yes, hide your face.
All right.
And that's a good way. I mean, that's a great intro into our show. It's a great segue about all things bologna and how ridiculous it is that ICE is out here and that this is even happening. And thank you for being on my show.
That's bologna!
You know, I'll just put my hands down.
Okay. Oh, hi, Lou.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up?
Good to see
How are you?
I'm good. But seriously, have you seen anything going on with ICE for real?
No, I've seen, yes. Yesterday, I was on my way to Skid Row, and don't ask.
Okay.
I just saw like very colorful people, like
Yeah.
with signs that say like "fuck ICE."
Yeah. But I think social media and all that makes us way more connected and way more aware of things happening.
Right.
So it's instant, you know about it instantly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like autistic kids. Not to bring you up or anything.
No, it's okay. None
But
taken.
yeah, so just kidding. I think I might be autistic. I'm hoping.
Everyone's a little autistic,
Yeah.
right? It's a spectrum.
Everyone's a little gay and everyone's a little autistic.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's all a spectrum.
they say that there's more autism now because people are able to catch it.
It's the
and,
Tylenol. Oh.
That was easy.
That was easy. Yeah, this is off to a great start. We are coming out strong on this Bologna
Do you
Sandwich
think?
Show.
I think probably sales of Tylenol went up when he said that.
What if it did?
Just saying.
And it was specifically by pregnant women.
There's a whole nother world out there that we don't know about.
Yeah, the
you know?
autism coolness world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a lot of sponsorship from this
Yeah,
show.
no.
I just want to say I look really good right now.
You look great.
Enough about me, let's talk about you. What do you think about me?
I think,
just
yeah.
kidding. No,
I
I'm just
think
kidding.
you're
Okay,
very awkward.
Do you?
I do.
I am awkward.
I do.
Why am
There's
I?
like a comfort in that, because I'm just like, because
Okay,
I
good.
always feel awkward.
Okay, good.
So then when you're like also not making eye contact with me, I'm like, cool. I'm right at home. It's probably just her. It's not me.
This is
you know what I mean?
So you could tell I'm awkward.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you know that right away? Or when you
I
met
think
in
like
person?
right when I met you in person.
Did I look at you like this? Hi, Lou Kang. Hi, Lou.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
That's the Tylenol in our system.
It's a Tylenol.
Yeah.
I think that maybe we might magically be autistic.
I think we both took the same amount.
Well, our moms did.
Yeah, right. Oh, right. There's no
Yeah.
accounting for how much they took.
Right. Do you think that everybody feels awkward, or do you think it's something that like people like us, because we do stand-up comedy, so there's something about doing comedy. Or do you think everybody feels awkward, or do you think only?
I think everyone feels it. I think, except for some people. Some people have no shame, and they're my favorite. I wish I could be like them.
Yeah.
I think everyone feels awkward. Some people so awkward that they cannot hide it.
Yeah.
I feel like most people hide it pretty well, and then some people relish in it.
Okay, so you do a monthly comedy show.
That I do.
Yeah, in Pasadena, you host it.
Actually,
Yeah.
depending on when this comes out, February 21st is going to be my 1-year anniversary show.
And that's amazing. And you've done it every month, almost?
So the first half of the year I did it every 2 months, and then it got a little more successful, so I started doing it every month.
That is such a feat to not only produce a comedy show, but to be consistent with it. Because if you want to tell the viewers about what it takes to put a comedy show together, being consistent, because you never even know if people are going to show up.
Not until like maybe the 5th person finally arrives do I finally take a breath.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm like,
it's like this fear of like, hey, I invited everyone to my birthday party and no one showed up. You know, I'm like, oh shit, why'd I buy this cake? And then people start showing up.
Yeah.
And then finally I can relax.
Do you have a pretty good, consistent crowd that comes, or is it still?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of people are returning.
Great.
Yeah, people.
That's a really good thing. When I worked at the Comedy Store like 10 plus years ago, I was a cocktail waitress there. Not to make this be about me, but let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
There were nights, I would walk away with, I pretty much made money in tips. I would walk away with $20 in tips. It was so dead there. And the OR would be dead, the main room would be dead at the Comedy Store, like a well-known comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
So if those comedy clubs have a difficult time getting people in the seats, imagine even more so somebody like you and I who are just trying to do a show.
Right.
So that's like a huge feat. And that's
thank you.
yeah, I'm totally like, and you've done it consistently, so I know that's hard work for you. Do you have a vision of what you want it to look like going forward?
I want to be like a traveling circus.
Do you really want to travel with your show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. I want to like have a group of like this. If I could have like a dream career or things work out exactly how I want it, I would like to have just like, you know, a couple of my friends, a couple of people I've met along the way that are talented, and I have this show, which gives me leverage or gives me a reason to go out to other places, take the show, bring people I like, and then kind of like skin the buffalo all the way. And while we're out there, make content, shoot videos, you know, whatever, network, and have fun and record all that stuff, and then do the show.
Yeah.
Come back.
I love
have
it.
the whole week to myself, you know.
That's great.
Start a family.
Yeah.
Plant a garden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grow some tomatoes.
Yeah, I've had a lot of money in my life, and I just gave it away because I'm like, it's not good. I had like $1 trillion, and I was
Really?
like, yeah, literally overflowing in my apartment.
Threw it out the window.
Oh, how did I get rid of it? You mean? Because
No,
I said I
meant
didn't
like
want it
if you
anymore.
had a bajillion
If
dollars.
I had,
Is that
I
the
did.
number you said?
I had
Bajillion?
I had I had $1 trillion.
Okay.
$100 trillion.
So if you have all that like in cash, like,
Yeah.
you gotta put it somewhere.
Yeah,
Did you do the plastic Ziploc bag and then behind the toilet?
Yeah.
Under the
I
cover?
put each dollar bill in a plastic Ziploc bag.
Wow. That's a lot of Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Dude, you're actually the worst person ever.
Can you imagine if
George Clooney fucking hates you, dude.
I take all those plastic bags and I do it online, live, and it's just a show? That'd be a lot of...
Thus making you $1,000,000,000,000 more.
Yeah, because people would be watching and I get more money, but it's
All right,
really
this is
fake.
getting very baloney.
Okay, this is getting baloney. Speaking of baloney, do you have a fairly baloney story?
A fairly baloney story?
Yeah.
So a fairly baloney story.
Yeah.
What does it have what does it have to include? What are like 3 things you want?
3
or,
elements?
Like, one of 3, yeah.
Okay, so it had to have happened to you or you see it happen.
Okay.
It's like a story you would tell to a group of people and they would be like, no way.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
And something you're proud of, like a show and tell type story. Even if you saw somebody getting murdered, that's pretty cool. You can say that.
Oh, like you mean proud of as in like I'm
Guess
proud
what
to
I
tell
saw?
it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I remember one time, every time I come on here, I give you like a childhood story.
You know what's crazy? This is insane because this story is built kind of around my family because mom and dad serve bologna sandwiches at their Jewish Pentecostal wedding. That's
Oh,
why
really?
it's called Bologna Sandwich Show.
Are you serious?
Yes, yeah. And I want people to feel like a child and they could be themselves and nostalgic and then
Yeah.
not take themselves so seriously.
Perfect. This is
So,
the perfect story.
I'm interjecting the
And
energy.
It's fairly baloney as well.
Perfect.
So as a kid, I remember, I literally have all the elements too. There's a God element here too. So I remember being a kid and thinking like, you know, about like free will or whatever, and just like, you know, a lot of people, especially the church I grew up in, there were some people that were like cool, had a sense of humor. A lot of people were very like upright citizens and stuff. And I'm just like, as a kid in my cousin's backseat, like, man, like, why is like Christianity can't be this boring, bro? Like, God definitely has a sense of humor. And I remember praying to God, and this is probably where things went south for me, or left, I think is the word. West. This is where things got weird for me for the rest of my life. I remember praying and being like, dear God, I wish just like more random stuff would happen, like, or that I could just see, you know? Like, why is everybody so in the box? Like, I wish there would just be more randomness in the world. And right when I said amen, we were driving in the car and some dude ran naked across the street.
That's amazing. What if that person literally came from like a vortex, like it was an answered prayer? So really, he just
a portal just opened.
Portal,
and he
yeah.
just ran
And
out naked. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God, maybe. That's so crazy.
Yeah, and that's when things got weird.
That's when things got weird.
I have another one that also, dude. I don't know. I just got all these flood of childhood stories.
Tell away.
Yeah, my childhood was pretty random, dude. So my grandpa was kind of like an activist. He's like very political and whatnot, and but he was also like a huge family man. And so one year for Christmas, he took my stepbrother and I and like all the cousins, and we went to Hollywood to go see Santa. They used to do like a whole like North Pole and everything right
cute.
next to the what's the theater where
Chinese
they do
theater?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh.
Whichever one.
Oh.
But across from the Chinese theater.
Okay.
They had like a lot that's probably filled in by now, but they had this whole winter wonderland, and we went to go see Santa. And afterwards, we're crossing the street, and at the Chinese theater, there's like a George Bush protest going on.
Oh God.
And so in all of our Christmas attire, we went and we held signs and like banged on drums.
Oh my God.
After seeing Santa.
This is so funny.
So it was like Santa, Winter Wonderland, and across the street is like, no blood for oil, no blood for oil.
I don't know if this is like such a LA story, like something that would only happen in LA, like on Hollywood Boulevard. But I think that is so funny that you and your cute little Christmas
We had like
costumes.
Santa hats and everything.
But I appreciate the cause and the passion in the family.
Yeah.
And you were all on board.
Dude, my grandma still, to this day, makes trouble for the local government.
Yeah.
Like in the city that I live in, I'm not gonna say where, my grandma, like, everybody knows her. Like, even like the city council people, the cops, everyone.
Yeah.
And if she don't get her way, dude, she will start handing out petitions.
I love it.
She gets signatures. I come home sometimes, she's like, all right, I'm gonna go take a walk, and she has a little notebook, and like.
Good for her. I mean, it's kind of fitting that you do stand-up comedy because in a way you can make a statement and you're not being political, but you have a platform and you can make people laugh. And you could still make a point about...
Yeah, I just like humanity, dude. I think
Yeah.
that's my political... People are like, oh, you know, so sucked into their politics, left, right. If you have any nuance, they hate you. Like, for me, dude, like, I just wish everyone would just relax, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, just be chill. Be a person.
Yeah. Because everything seems like it's a fight.
Everything.
Right?
Dude, I saw the most wholesome video yesterday, and I checked the comments, and people are fighting, like, on some political stuff.
I want to say something about this. This can put all of our minds to rest. There are so many bots. Bot farms that purposely go out and create division. And some people say they take it as far as saying it's like China or other countries intercepting us. But it could just be Instagram itself creating these bots.
They want commenters,
They want to get people engaged. So when you don't get dismayed.
It's all the money trail, dude.
Dude, and I think most people are not as crazy as the comments show. So just...
Hey guys, timing is everything. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
let your mind be at ease.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do check out I verify.
Yeah,
You know?
well, and I don't know if all bots would have an account that looks like a bot.
Oh, okay.
But then how much time and
you're
effort
right.
would they go into making sure that it doesn't look like a bot?
Probably not that much.
Probably not that much.
But
so
you never know. Maybe some dude out there in a country I won't specify, he really cares about his career and like his trade and his craft, and he like makes a legit bot account. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. But I won't say that people don't suck because they do suck.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
I suck too, bro. We all kind of.
Yeah, but I'm the coolest person in the world.
I'll give you that.
Really?
I'll take number 2.
Okay, you can be
Yeah.
one.
No.
I mean,
Hey, I'm flattered. Oh, sorry. I'm flattered, but.
I'm 1. You're 2. She's 3.
1, 2.
Die! If you could be anywhere in the world, where would you be?
Currently,
Yeah.
right here on the Bologna Sandwich Show.
Oh, it's so cute. That's great. Okay, I won't kill you then.
Thank you.
I did want to say this because I said I wanted to talk about this. As far as my experience in LA, I am not from here, but I don't have a hard time making friends, as awkward as I might be. I do find talking to strangers. Completely will talk to a stranger.
You know why? There's no stakes.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite. I love strangers. You're talking to
Yeah.
someone who has built his whole career off the kindness of strangers.
Oh.
Dude, they're the best.
Yeah,
They're
is
the
it because
best.
you cannot worry about what they're thinking?
Yeah, like fuck off, you know, like.
Oh, that's true.
It's okay. There's no mirror. You're just
Yeah.
kind of like when you're talking to a stranger, you're just like putting your hand in a bucket and seeing what kind of like archetype you get.
Okay.
And sometimes you pull one and you're like, oh, what the heck is this guy's problem? You know?
Yeah.
No self-reflection. No like maybe I opened up wrong. Maybe my tone of voice.
Yeah.
This guy's the problem.
You could always blame it on them too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what's
It's
great.
the people that you want to keep around. That's
Yeah.
the hard part.
Yeah, strangers are what's that word? Disposable.
Yeah.
They're disposable income.
Until you walk into CVS that one day at 2 a.m. and there he is.
Shoot.
There he is.
You see strangers again?
All the
Repeat?
time. I used to drive Lyft. I like started to recognize cars.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Be
Interesting.
like, oh, this guy's on the way home from work right now.
Oh my God, how cute! Because
Yeah.
you would do a certain route.
Yeah.
You became part of their family.
Yeah. I was like their secret angel. You
Oh
know?
my God. That's adorable. There's a comic that lives behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure if you know, his name's Peter, I can't remember his last name, but before I knew it was him, I would hear this little baby outside, like just for a year or so, and then all of a sudden I would hear it kind of starting to talk, and I'm like, oh, I've been a part of this baby's life.
Yeah, yeah. You're like secretly rooting
Yeah,
for
because
someone.
I could hear it, and I didn't realize it's Peter, a comedian.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, back to what I was saying.
Yes.
I just want to say real quick that LA, I don't know if it's LA or if it's me, but I never really fit in. And I just felt like a stranger, and it just wasn't fun. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but there's no happiness to it.
Is that still the case?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I know what you're talking about. That's why I don't go out much.
Yeah.
I don't hang out. There's a few people that like I now treat going out and practicing comedy. I've been practicing a long time.
Yeah.
So now I treat it as like going to the gym with a friend.
Okay.
Like, oh, so and so's going out tonight. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to just go and hang out and yo, shout out Kenny Lyons. I just heard this one today.
Kenny Lyons.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I remember
You
him.
may or may not want to get him on your show. He's
Okay.
baloney.
I know him.
Oh,
He'll
you
do
know
my
him?
show. I used to do
sick.
Marty's.
Okay, so Kenny Lyons, he said something today that stuck with me. He said, a lot of you guys are just comedy club barnacles.
Oh.
And that was potent. That one hit the
Yeah.
cerebellum.
Explain that to people that don't
You
know.
just hang out. You're just on the wall. You're just haunting the whole store, haunting the whole club.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's gives them purpose or something.
It's like an Oliver Twist feeling. Like
Yeah.
you just see people walking around like they're like, please, attention,
Oh.
attention.
Yeah.
You know, like
there's-
opportunities. Please, anybody.
I feel like opportunities exist within ourselves. We are the ones that are going to give ourselves an opportunity.
Oh, yeah,
We're the
for
ones
sure.
that's going to make it happen.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
everyone's-
the longer route, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
the
more
longer route.
That's
Yeah.
the more fulfilling. I feel like.
Yeah, because then you're in more control. And I guess what I was trying to say is that I'm much happier now because I accept my weirdness and I can like use it to my advantage and be like, well, anything's possible. Why not try and make this show happen? Or like, also I was going to say this too. I don't think any of us know what we're doing. My really good friend is scared because she's starting a company. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, no one knows what they're doing. CEOs probably wake up in the morning thinking, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? Mothers wake up with their children thinking, what did I do?
That's
what am I
the
doing?
scariest one. I feel like.
Could you imagine being a mom
Oh my god.
or a parent?
No, specifically a mom.
So could you imagine having a vagina and giving birth to a baby and then having them suck on your boobs? Could you imagine?
To my future wife, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You
I'm
should
so
say that.
very sorry. It's all I wanted the child. It's all my fault.
Apologize.
I'm so sorry.
You're such a feminist.
I am actually.
I hate feminism.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I am a fan of equality. I don't, you know, some people say like, oh, radical equality, equal rights, equal lefts. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think that like, it's like, hey, if we're doing feminism, like those extra manners, kind of go out the window. Like I remember being on set with a couple like. They were friends, but we were working together, and one of them was like their job was to carry the equipment from here to over there, and she was a woman, and my job was to make sure the sound was good, and she was like, "You're not gonna help me move this equipment?" I'm like, "No, that's your job," and she's like, "Be a gentleman." I'm like, "That's your job," you know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's why we're here. That's why they paid you.
I agree.
Get that shit over there.
I agree. If someone can't do the job, don't do it.
But also, I feel for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are sensitive.
Yeah.
I could do the job. Okay, we have 2 minutes and 14 seconds, or 12. We're counting down as we go. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Plug my phone into
Yes.
a charger.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
A few to the back of the head of my enemies.
Yeah.
A toilet, eventually.
You have to pee and poop?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, we're almost done.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Tell
That was so disgusting.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I forced it.
Yeah.
You tell them about your show that you do.
Oh, hey, yeah, sorry. Let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get
I do a
serious.
monthly comedy show here in Pasadena. It's called Lou plus the Crew. You can find it mainly on Instagram. We have a TikTok, but it's just me with a mustache. Oh, I already have it's just me with glasses on. So I'm working on it. But Lou _and_ crew, unfortunately, a third underscore, on Instagram. Catch us on Eventbrite. It's usually under BYOB Comedy. It is a BYOB show, so bring whatever you like. You can even bring food. It doesn't have to be booze. It could be, you know, you could, if you like green juice, bring that. We have some of the funniest comics. I'm a very picky person. I hate bad comedy shows. That's why I produce my own. A lot of them are friends, but I don't do them any favors. Everyone that's on the show is just hilarious, and it's worth the money, in my humble opinion. So come out to the show. We're doing our 1 year anniversary. It's probably already happened, but come out to the 2 year.
Yeah. I'll come out to the 2 year in case this airs in a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Lou.
Of course.
Yay. We have to clap for 22 more seconds.
Have you seen The Smashing Machine? I just saw that yesterday.
Oh my God, with
It
The
was good?
Rock?
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
he killed
so.
it.
He did so good. His acting and his everything had to be prosthetics. His body. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
prosthetics.
I feel like they kind of like let off the prosthetics towards the end of the movie. He kind of started looking more
Are you
like
ser-
himself. Yeah.
because they got sick of doing prosthetics. I like that we clapped the whole time.
Yeah,
We
that
kept
was-
talking. Ah, let me find the other people.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video.
It's a video.
It's a video. You're right. Say hi.
I just kicked it with a
Say hi.
Thomas East.
Talk. They ignore me. They ignore me. But it's to be appreciated.
Thanks for sharing fun with me on my Bologna Sandwich Show.